Hey everybody, Jeff here. It's interesting that since I went into business on my own and I'm not in a leadership situation every single day, I don't get as many chances as I used to put into practice the skills and concepts, strategies that I talk to you about, that I write about, that I coach people on. And just last week, I finally had an opportunity, and boy, did it come close to home. So I was pulled aside one morning last week by my daughter Maddie's kindergarten teacher and was informed of a situation where she made a bad choice. And that choice resulted in another child's feelings being really hurt. And without going into more detail, I immediately started to think, well, how will we punish her? How will we address this? How will we teach her a lesson so she doesn't make this decision, this type of bad choice again? And I spent hours, almost days, it felt like, before I could talk to my wife and we could consider what we were going to do. And in that process, as I was waiting to the end of the day, I remembered a blog article that I had written, and as part of my newest book, Become a Better Leader, 10 Minutes at a Time. And the blog article was called Tough on the Problem, Gentle on the Person. And I'll put a link to that post below this video. But you can imagine what goes into an approach of being tough on the problem, but gentle on the person. And that's where all of my attention and all of my focus went in my conversation with my wife, and then ultimately when we sat down with Maddie to address the situation. The problem was serious. The problem had to be addressed. There had to be accountability for the choice that she made. But I wrapped it all and put all of my energy in wrapping that in love, wrapping it in compassion, and being gentle on her. And so as I considered that, and also another article that I recently had written about accountability covered with compassion, I thought about you again, and I thought about how we face these leadership challenges where we're called to be tough on the problem and have the opportunity to be gentle on the person. And what benefit can come from that? With Maddie, after the conversation, yes, there were a lot of tears, as there will be with a 6-year-old. But she grew out of the circumstance, and I believe she felt even more love and more care than maybe she has in the past, of how intentional we were about being gentle, but tough on the problem. Make no mistake, we were very tough on the problem and ensuring and confirming that this can never happen again. So I challenge you to think about the circumstances that you're facing right now in your different leadership endeavors, maybe at home with your own child, of how can you be and how will I be in the future, tough on the problem, but gentle on the person, clothing that accountability with compassion and love. I wish you well in this challenge, and I look forward to talking to you real soon. Thanks.